guys? No, Sarah, Meet Simmons back with another video. Today we got a video from a TikTok creator called Amari Usher. Just a really good video here. It's a little bit long, so it's about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I may or may not speed it up in post-production, but it's really worth watching, so stick with us, okay? Here we go.
Look at y'all. Oh, so cute. You gonna tell her? We're at a good place right now. I do not want to start anything that's gonna ruin her mood. But it's okay for her to do that to you, right? No. It's not okay. Do you think that this is a healthy relationship? It is when she's not upset. Okay. You think it's normal? I don't think so. No. You know, I just thought you would have been said something by now. Just because of the amount of times where you couldn't sleep because you were upset. All the moments where you had to go to your friends about the situations, and even the moments where you couldn't even finish your work because it was just attacking your mind. I just feel the need to get over it as a man because I don't want to display too many emotions. You're human. Your feelings aren't validated like hers. I still love her at the end of the day. Nope. You love the version of her that's not upset. What I'm looking at right now isn't healthy. No matter what version of her is showing. But listen, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know this is a moment that you don't get too often, so I'm going to just leave you be. I just hope that you don't blow up at the wrong time because she really has something to blame you for.
That's about as real as it gets. That's about as real as it gets. And we can go both male and female on that
easily.
side.
Yeah.
You know, I'll speak from the male side, you don't speak from him? Okay. From a male's perspective, that avoidance that a lot of you guys are doing, I don't want to upset her, I don't want to rock the boat, we're having a good day, she's happy now, all that is just avoidance. It's avoidance. And I'm going to say this, and don't take offense to it, man, but avoidance is cowardice. If you are avoiding broaching a topic because you don't want to rock the boat or you don't want to hear her mouth, that is cowardice. Because you are robbing Peter to pay Paul. And if you are married with children, shame on you. Because you are absolutely creating a false narrative in your home because you are not being honest about what's going on. In the end, what's going to happen, and I've seen this in almost 12 years of coaching and counseling now, it's crazy we've been doing this long. All you're going to do is blow up at the most inopportune moment, at the slightest thing. And then everything is going to be your fault.
Yep.
Everything, because you lost it. Because you went off, and I'm sick of this, and now you're throwing stuff and yelling and screaming, and everybody's like, what's wrong with Dad? Oh my goodness, why is he crazy? They don't understand that Dad and husband has been holding this in for years. Years, and now you're the bad guy.
Yep.
And you have lost all your currency to speak on this thing. Because when a man gets emotional, and when a man gets beside himself, people get scared and people get real touchy about that. A woman can lose it and people are like, oh, she's just crazy, whatever. But especially, think about a man of my size getting beside himself. And people not going to be taken too kind. They're going to want you to calm down and sit down somewhere because I'm scared. And so a lot of you men wait and you avoid and you go around because you don't want to rock the boat. That's cowardice. It's cowardice and it's selfish. It's selfish because you don't want to feel those emotions. You don't want to be the bad guy. You don't want to, it's selfish. And you got to see it for what it is. Because if you didn't see it that way, if you did see it that way, you would never allow things like that to get out of hand. Either A, you're going to work it out or she got to go. That's what it is. Scared to lose her. I don't want to lose her. I don't want to this. When she's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. You got to find some equilibrium there.
Yeah, you do.
So, what do you think, wife, from a female perspective?
On the female side, I've said it before and I will keep saying it. We love to tell a good story. And one of our favorite stories to tell is that victim story. And in this situation, let's say it's roles are reversed. It's the woman, you're talking to yourself and you're in an unhealthy relationship. You actually get to play the victim. You get to talk to your girlfriends, girl, he ain't this and he ain't that, he treating me bad. You get to, you know, have this role. You're like on a your relationship is like a stage play, and you get to play the role of victim. But if you love yourself enough and have enough self-respect for yourself, you're not going to be willing to put up with walking on eggshells throughout the entire relationship, waiting for the next time he blow up and trying to make sure you're being girlfriend or wife number one so that he doesn't get into that bad headspace. And if you were just better, and if you just did more, and if you just, you know, were just more careful with your phrasing and word, if he's that volatile, you don't need to be with him. And there are so many women that you're hooked. You're hooked on the drama. It's like you get a hit in your veins every time you get this high of being able to remain the victim. But here's what you need to understand and know. You look pitiful and sad. You don't look like a strong heroine. You look pitiful and sad. And you really need to get after trying to be whole enough where you require the man in your life to treat you a certain way and not put up with that. When you see those little red flags leading up to, it makes one big red flag. So my advice to you is stop being hooked on the victim story. Get after your healing work. Do whatever you need to do, whether it's journaling, writing, going to therapy, talking to friends, being around other mentors, whatever it is you need to do. But stop being hooked on the victim story, because it's only going to be to your detriment in the end. It doesn't look good, and it's actually quite dangerous for you.
Yes, and what we've seen commonly with couples like this couple here in the video, is that both of them get hooked. That your mind, their body gets hooked on the oxytocin, dopamine, the roller coaster. Ooh, she's mad, he's mad. Ooh, then the makeup sex, and then what you're doing is you're creating neural pathways in your brain, and you're telling your brain that this is yeah, it might feel bad now, but ooh, the upside is going to be so good because we're going to have some great sex, and we're going to really have a dopamine release, oxytocin release.
We'll go through that little honeymoon phase.
Yeah, those bonding chemicals going to come, and then we're going to have a few good days. Then it's on to the next thing. And
because those neural pathways have now been created, that is now your normal.
Yeah, it becomes
something
normal.
That's extremely abnormal and sick and unhealthy is now your normal. And before you know it, not only are you loving this type of relationship, but if this one don't work out, you find another one just like it. Because again, that's your neural pathway. That's your normal. That's your standard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then you want to act like you want to say with your mouth, I want this type of woman, this type of man. I want somebody that's stable.
But you attract the same type.
You get in a relationship with that dude, ladies. You get in a relationship with a guy that's stable, you're going to be bored out of your flipping mind. If you get in a relationship with a woman that's stable and steady, and she doesn't give you any drama, then she's gonna be bored with her. The sex is terrible, this and that. You're gonna try to start an argument, and she's not gonna go there with you, and then you're gonna be frustrated because you are the one that is bringing the drama. You are the drama, as my daughter says. You are the drama.
You are the drama.
And if you don't have it, you're gonna create it. That's what you got to accept. That's why you have to do the work on yourself. You got to know who you are going into this thing and why you do what you do. You have to do the work. You got to do a workup on yourself, looking at your past, your past relationships, why it didn't work out, what was your role in it. But you can't do that when you're always the victim. You can't do that when you're always the victim. I'm always the one that gets hurt. I give and they always take. That's not the way it works.
And the truth is, you don't want to admit that you're the one self-sabotaging. You're the one that blows it up, because that piece is too deafening. You have to have the chaotic sound of drama. So many people get in relationships and they think, well, if you just fix him, then I'll be fine. Or if you just fix her, then I'll be good. No, bruh, sis, fix yourself. You have to do your work to heal. As an individual, we're not our best until I'm at my best. And we're not at our best until he's at his best. So individually, we have to be at our best so that together we're better.
There has to be boundaries and standards.
Yeah, you better have a standard.
And it's important that you understand what they are and where the lines are. And if you never draw them, then people are going to continually cross them.
Yeah.
So with that, that's enough said.